Hey guys, it's right. I am back. I published a backlog that it had on YouTube for a while. So this is where it all kicks off. I'm getting my license back hopefully today, tomorrow, somewhere in there. And that means insurance will be done probably the same day. So either today, tomorrow, maybe Wednesday, depending on how late my dad's insurance office is open. Yes, at 21, my dad pays my insurance. You know, screw you. Anyway. Quick walk around with the car. You'll notice a few things different from the backlog video I posted, which was the last video I uploaded to YouTube, but I actually never posted it. It was from April 31st, I believe, 2015. It is now August 1st, 2016. It's actually been 1 year to the day. Actually, it'll be exactly 1 year tonight that I had my second seizure, and that cost me my license. So, working on the car quite a bit. On the outside, nothing much. I'll start with the stuff that everyone knows about. This is the body damage. It's still not fixed. The rocker panel's still screwed, but the door is fixed. So that's the main thing. I did paint it, so that's fixed. It looks nicer. It doesn't look like obvious damage. It's semi-gloss black though, not gloss black like the rest of the car, so that doesn't match. Move around to the back. The bumper. It's a funny story. Is this? I actually was trying to reach something in the hatch when I had it open. And I kneeled and the bumper broke the upper part. But the bumper is still functioning. The bottom part's still trimmed. I trimmed the bottom to clear this aftermarket muffler, which is a pretty bad seal job if you ask me. It's just some exhaust adapters all put together haphazardly with RTV. It's really not the best and most ideal fix, but it works. This wire actually goes to that light, which is attached to the reverse wiring on this light. Speaking of which, this is a new housing. There is no tape here. This is new. This was actually green originally, so I put the light on, put this on, and then didn't mask it when I painted it, so go figure. But that's really all there is on the back. This lights up with the reverse lights, so that's pretty much it. I apologize if I'm rushing, but it's a little bit, looks like it might rain. Give me a second here. Just give me a quick example here. There you go. Lights up with the rest of the car. So, I'm actually glad it's cloudy because that means I can show some of the other stuff off easier. But there's not much as far as on the outside that's different. One thing that is different, actually a few things on the front, is the new turn indicators, the new housings for the turn indicator. Those came off a tracer when I was in California, so I put clear bulbs in them. They're not exactly good, they're not sealed. The seals have dry rotted, meaning they came off a California car. Could be worse. But there's those. Really, that's it on the car. I have I put spotlights on for off-road lights and 2 more off-road lights. These are the original 2 I had wired up. These 2, and then these 2 I added on later. These are actually horn brackets off Ford Mustangs, some copper wiring and some old cut brackets I had. They're actually pretty sturdy too. They bounce a little bit. You know, I can't do much about that. These are made the same way. They're made from cut brackets. I don't know if you can see that. But that's really all there is. All the lights work. People asked me before when I just had the 2 lights that they're actually hooked up. Yes, they are. They're all hooked up. Let me take the covers off here. I'm just going to drop them on the ground, screw it. But people ask me, and so yeah, I'll take those off to demonstrate a little bit here. The other thing is the ram air intake I put on the side. That's actually just old ductwork from a 3rd gen Escort wagon from the back. I don't know if you can see it. That mesh, by the way, that keeps the bugs out, is actually duct taped in place. That's why there's all that duct tape that's falling off. But there's the pipe. I don't know if you can see it. The pipe's there. That is an L pipe that goes directly into the original airbox. Well, not directly into it. It takes the original route, the takes the water away from the air. That's about it. There's really nothing that's changed on the outside. Windshield is still broken, so I'll need to get that fixed. As far as the inside goes, not much has changed. The car is back together. The interior is all there. Turn the radio down. But interior is all there. It's just, you know, except for the from the door, from like here up on the car is gone. I haven't put the roof back in. That interior panel. The hatch lid interior is not. The hatch is, you know, the interior and that's gone. That's about it though. This switch actually doesn't connect to anything anymore. It's just there. Before that was what lit up one of my lights, and then something happened. Whatever. I think that lit up my upper set for a while. Which brings me to those. These are the rocker switches for the right, or for the left and right spotlights, and then this is for the middle and lower lights. So I guess I'll throw those off since I flipped the switches. But they all work. I have wiring issues with this upper right light right here. The wire sometimes comes undone, and I have to get out and fix it manually. So, but they all work. Everything on this car is function driven. So that's about it. Oh, one more thing before I go inside. The Euro plate I have. It's a few companies that do this. They make American versions of the Euro plate, where instead of, like, you know, this one has the German thing on here. They'll put like the same blue, but they'll have like your state flag, and it'll say, like, you know, like, I'm from Pennsylvania. I'll probably have like a PA here and then the Pennsylvania state flag, and you can get custom lettering. And what I'm thinking of doing is kind of like a weird front plate idea. I'm gonna probably order one. It's gonna have the PA and everything, and it's gonna have my actual license plate number here. So this is screwed on, by the way. I don't know if you see the screws. I just screwed it on. Temporarily permanent, depending how you look at it. So, but that's really all there is on the outside and inside. I'm trying to think if I forgot anything. Oh, by the way, none of my lights have fuses, by the way. That's something I should mention. I believe in fuses. I just don't. Every time I have a fuse, they blow. So I just don't put fuses in my stuff anymore. Model railroading is different. I'll have a fuse on that, but that's besides the point. I apologize for how I'm sounding right now. The camera is good, microphone on it, not so much. And on top of that, I literally woke up, took my medication, and then came out and then brought the car over here to do this video. So I apologize for that. The sound system's different. I don't have the stock Escort unit. This is a JVC KDHDR1. Did I get that right? Yep, I did. Okay. Anyhow, I got it out of a Buick at a junkyard, so I had to take the GM harness off and rewire it to the Ford harness, which is a pain in the ass, but totally worth it. It's really good sounding. Well, not really good sounding. That's up to the speakers. You can have a great head unit, but if the speakers suck, yeah. This one has a built-in amp, so there's different settings. It's Dolby amp, actually, Dolby surround sound amp. So it's not good on this car, but I'm sure if there's another car, it'll be perfect. It has something to do with the fact I have 4 ways in the back for some reason. I'm sure if I had like 1 ways, it'd probably sound amazing, but it doesn't. So that's how that works. And this doors, actually, since I'm talking about the speakers. These speakers, I doubt you can see them. These are HD I don't know what they're actually called. These are out of a speaker cabinet made by Dual. You get them at Walmart, AutoZone. They're the bottom grade. Good speaker, I guess you could say. I forget what they're rated at. But the door speakers, my original 2 ways from the factory, which were the premium sound system, paper cones, so they ripped. The subs, though, that are in the doors now are the exact same diameter as the 2 ways I had. So I just had to drill a few extra holes, and that's it. And they popped right in. And the window goes all the way down. Originally, I was having an issue. The window wouldn't go all the way down, but I figured out a way to put them in and still have the window function normally. Speaking of which, I lost the clip, so I have to literally put this in manually to roll up the window, and I have to hold it in place. But I have those cheaper subs and doors, and they're actually not bad for subs. I mean, they're not rated high as I'd like, but you know, they're good for for the music I usually listen to. The main issue I have is with the speakers in the back. The speakers back here, I don't know which side's which. One of them is a kicker 4-way, and the other one's a Sony iExplode 4-way. I think the iExplode's on the right, and then the kicker's on the left, or vice versa. You know, like I said, I don't know. But that's it. You can get a better idea of just, you know, how, I'm still working on the car. It's not bad though. Really, the only thing I need to pass inspection is the windshield and tires, because the tires are absolutely gone on this. There's only one tire I absolutely need to replace, and the other ones I might be able to get away with. I don't know yet. The speakers up. See if I can get some bassier music on, because music from the Call of Duty soundtrack is not really that bassy. Let me see here. So that's without bass boost. If I turn the bass boost on, which is absolutely horrid. Oh, bass boost was on, okay. Actually, it's probably another song that's better. As you can tell, I don't make up my mind very easily on what it's a good song to use to demonstrate. And bear in mind, this is without the Dolby bass boost with the built-in amp. This is literally just the unit by itself. And then if I hit the amp, it gets way louder. That was Audio Bullies, by the way. It's a song I picked up because I used to play APB Reloaded a lot. So, speaking of which, I do still game. I do play World of Tanks mostly. I do occasionally play Dead Frontier. That is about the limit of my gaming right now. So that's about it though. That's the update. Really nothing much to do in this car. So I mean, it could be worse, but the end goal is here. I might just have to send this to the junkyard at some point. The rockers are, that's the other thing on the outside I forgot to point out. I don't know if you noticed this, by the way. I had to paint that over, and it's holding up surprisingly well finally, but the main issue I'm having is, namely, that rust right there, that's rusted all the way through. I can actually put my hand almost all the way into that, and the end of it is also rusting. I don't know if you can see that. And then the rust repair I've had to do on the floor pan, that is a good repair for me, honestly. I don't repair stuff really well, so that's a piece of the old door that I riveted on and sealed with RTV, so that's actually a pretty good job. That is not, that's just aluminum tape. I use inside and outside. And it's starting to rust on the side of that now, so I'm going to have to replace that soon. But this car is starting to rust really bad. It's not the typical Escort rust, though. It's your typical Northeast rust. Escort rust, I mean, it's weird, but usually if like the car is starting to go really bad, it'll start rusting like right here first, especially on my dad's car, because this is a fleet car. It's a former fleet car. I think we discovered it was built for Quest Diagnostics or something. But and then this rocker panel actually is funny. This one's funny because this is the good rocker panel, and the only reason that back here is actually damaged is because it was a little bit rusty, and then I got into the action and it tore the rust off completely. So that's why the rocker panel on the right side isn't rusting. And then this has also been fixed. This is starting to rust right here just a little bit. And then another floor rivet job here. So, but other than that, this car is actually in pretty good shape. Really not much else I can tell you about the car. About me personally, like I said, I haven't driven since August. I've been riding my bike to meets off and on for the past year, which is actually why I got this camera. But for the past year, I've been just, I'll go into that. Well, actually, I'll go into that now since I have nothing else to do. It's been pretty interesting. Oh, by the way, I decided to throw this out there. 254 miles since I lost my license, just driving around a trailer park at 15 miles an hour. That's how long I've been without a license. So, yeah. But I'm just gonna bounce that there. What's been going on with me is since I lost my license, I've been to Los Angeles twice. Once in Thanksgiving for my grandmother's birthday and Thanksgiving. And then once, actually just got back 2 weeks ago, two weeks ago or so. So that's how that's been going. For those wondering why I lost my license, I'll go into a little bit more detail. I got into a mountain biking accident when I was 17 or 18, I think it was right before my 18th birthday. And then 2 weeks later, on my 18th birthday, I had my first seizure. And it was just boom, didn't even know it happened. I had been mountain biking on the road tracks behind my house along the service road along the side, and I hit a dip wrong on the mountain bike, slammed my head into an I-beam, rolled down the embankment, and it's not exactly a good embankment. The idea, it's about this steep, and it goes down about 50, 60 feet, so it's pretty bad. If I hadn't been wearing a helmet, I'd probably not be talking right now. At the very least, if I was still alive, I'd probably be a vegetable. It was really bad. So a helmet saved my life. So I'm actually more of a believer in helmets than I was before. But then since then, I've been having seizures off and on. Usually if I didn't get enough sleep or if I was stressed out and severely fatigued, which is why I'd never be able to go into the military, even though on medication. I've probably been pushing it, especially recently. I've been really stressed out about my license and a few other things. And so I had a seizure at a car meet July 29th, 30th of 2015, so last year, yeah. And and then I went back to the car meet 2 days later, which is July 31st, it would be August 1st. It was when I got out of the hospital. I would have been discharged probably. I was discharged from the hospital like a year and like a few hours ago, like a year and 4 hours ago or so, a year and 2 hours ago, something like that. So yeah, it's just been pretty bad. That's how that's gone. It's been a rough year for me, honestly. It's just been really bad. As far as health goes, I've had a bunch of testing done, MRIs, CAT scans, the whole thing. I actually have to get a kidney scan to make sure that my medication I'm taking is not, destroying my kidneys. And I haven't done that yet. I was supposed to do that like 4 months ago, or something like that, like 4 months ago. I'll have to check the prescription to get it. But I mean, I was waiting until I got my license back to do that because I didn't really want to, I don't like, blood tests and needles and that kind of shit. I'd make a horrible junkie. So, but, it was just really bad. What else has happened the past year that, is of significance to people on YouTube? I guess that I can start out with, some other stuff, but, I'll go into that later. But I'll go into that in another video. I'll probably take a second video right after this. But, that's about all I can think of right now. So I'm back. The car's driving. You'll expect to see a lot more videos from me, and not just from driving either. You know, driving vlogs, stupid shit I see on the road. You know, it's whatever comes, whenever I feel like making a video, I'm gonna try and do it at least once a week, once I'm driving, you know, once I get a job. But that's about it. So, you know. So if you see me or something, you know, feel free. I have this happen a lot when I was driving. People knew my car. I'd be in South Philly or some shit, and I'd have some guy wave at me. You know, and I'm almost first name basis with a couple cops who, you know, just waved at me from at a gas, like that met me at a gas station. And occasionally they'll wave at me if they see me. So that, you know, it's always good to have a unique car, especially an Escort. So an Escort with off-road lights. Yeah, I know. But yeah, that's all I can think of right now, and I'll see you guys later.